Andrew Tate getting arrested.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have been arrested in Romania.
In the past month, the entire social media has been bombarded by the news that Andrew Tate, one of the most controversial and viral influencers in the past year or so, has been arrested in Romania just a few days before the new year. As always, this event was picked apart in all sorts of ways, ranging from disputing whether he was arrested due to ordering from a local pizza chain, to whether the Matrix has finally got him, and if he predicted his own demise. However, there is one detail in how this story is told that's really getting on my nerves, and it's not necessarily about the Tates.
FYI, one of the corruptest countries in the world is Romania.
The thing you have to understand about Romania is that it is corrupt to the core. It's one of the most corrupt countries in Europe, and everything is for sale in Romania. The police, the courts, everything. And everyone can pay for whatever they want in Romania if they have the money.
Romania still has a reputation for being a very corrupt country. A reputation gained mostly in the 90s after the fall of communism, when most Romanians were struggling to survive by any means necessary, while trying to understand their newly found, infant and profoundly flawed democracy. Slowly, but steadily, Romania, like most Eastern European countries, has clawed its way out of the rut of the 90s, turned to the west, joined NATO and the European Union, and in the past 15 years has made great progress in stamping down corruption and building a safe and decent society. Andrew Tate himself has expressed this on numerous occasions.
Romania and a few other countries in the world, a lot of them are in Eastern Europe, they have a strong morality because they're very religious countries. So although the police are not seen as a strong police force, they're not like the English police, they're not as well funded, they don't have as fast cars, whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually very safe because people just have a different view of life.
However, it seems that Romania's public reputation has remained tainted, and it doesn't do it justice. But since you shouldn't take Tate's word for this, especially when he has been known to contradict himself on camera, I decided to search what the international organizations have to say about Romania. One institution that tracks corruption perception all over the world is Transparency International, whose mission is to understand the systems and networks that enable corruption to thrive all over the world in order to identify the tools to counter it. They have a scoring system called the Corruption Perception Index, which measures how corrupt each country's public sector is perceived to be according to experts and business people. The index rates countries 0 to 100 based on various criteria and then ranks the country's positions relative to each other. While a score of 46 out of 100 doesn't seem to be that flattering, it is slightly above the global average of 43, and the ranking of 63 out of 180 clearly shows that Romania is closing in on the top 30% least corrupt countries in the world. So, is corruption still present in Romania? Of course, just like in any other country. Is it more accessible than in some of the Western states? Perhaps, but from that to saying it is still one of the most corrupt countries in the world is a long way. Moreover, if we look at the standard of living, we get a decent 42nd place worldwide. And if we check the stats on personal safety, we see Romania holding a solid 26th place worldwide. Correlate that with the murder rate, which is about 1.2 per 100,000 people, about the average in the EU, and far less than in countries like the US, for example, you realize that Romania is actually not that bad of a place to live in. Yeah, nobody drives the fucking speed limit, and the Romanians have quite a lax approach to certain laws and regulations, but at least they don't risk getting shot in the face for having a different color scheme or different religion, or when the police stops them for speeding. Corruption is present, but right now it's a much safer, much more beautiful, much more free country than many Western societies. Unfortunately, with recent events concerning the Tate's legal proceedings having sparked a lot of controversy, I fear that Romania isn't getting enough credit for its outstanding evolution over the past 20 years, and at the moment, I see only one clear winner from this whole fiasco. It's not Tate, unless he gets released and charges dropped. It's clearly not Romania, because whatever happens with the Tate's case, someone will be pointing fingers. Either they get released and the anti-Tate side will say the country is corrupt, or they get sentenced and the pro-Tate side will start blaming Romanian corruption and the Matrix for this.
Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania, unfortunately.
No. The only clear winner is